just saw First Reformed.
Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb?
First Reformed, starring Ethan Hawke and Amanda Seyfried, I'm not sure her name. Anyway, it was written by the guy that wrote Taxi Driver, and sort of about this priest who had a troubled past and is dealing with his, practitioners. I guess that's what they're called. Anyway, and he's going through all these different emotions and turmoil about it, and he's dealing with one couple, and it's, I don't want to spoil anything for you. I will say this, it was shot so that the aspect ratio was sort of, they had bars on the side to sort of cut down the aspect ratio, and so it's very like up close and personal, and you're like all on their faces, and it's a lot of that. And I'm not sure why I did it, the writer-director, but I suspect it was an artistic choice, and to have us feel claustrophobic and intimate with the characters, which I thought was nice. There were a number of shots in the film where they sort of, you walk into the space. In other words, it would be like you'd take that time, and then the person would walk into the space and start doing whatever they were doing, and then they'd walk out of the scene, sort of like that. Sort of like almost an older style of filmmaking, but left you with like a sort of anticipation, or sort of like a question or an inquisitive thing about it all. Anyway, so I thought the artistic flourish was nice. It was beautifully shot, well acted. I'm not sure I got all the things I was supposed to get from this. There was a lot of like symbolism and subtext that I'm not sure I got, and I'm not sure I understood the ending. And for me, while it was artistic to let us be with sort of a sense of the setting, when it's just the setting and you're waiting for something to happen in it, it takes some patience and almost like an endurance. And so, anyway, the pacing lagged for me, it dragged. And so, and the film's short, it's an hour and 40 minutes, but you felt the entirety of that. I'm sort of like a lone ranger on this, because every review is sort of like a positive review about this. But for me, it was artistic, thought-provoking, but ultimately, I didn't enjoy it. But I can't argue that it was a well-made thing and well-acted, and had brought up interesting questions about life and existence. The tagline is, "Will God forgive us for what we're doing?" It's not a question I'm really interested in. But what I didn't expect, which is a large part of this, is it's about the environment and what's our role and what's our responsibility to sort of keep this earth going. So, and if you put that in a religious context, like God created the earth, right? So if we're to honor God, are we to honor the earth? I'm not religious at all. So, but anyway, that's sort of the question. So it sort of missed me on a lot of that. So I'm all that being said, I'm gonna give it like a 78 out of 100, and I think it's great. And if I ever watch it again, which I'm not sure I would, I think there's more for me to get out of it. And I also think it's like really like it's a piece of art, You know, it's not cookie cutter, it's not any of that. But yeah. I mean, the guy that wrote it wrote Taxi Driver, and he was interviewed, and he said, yeah, it's similar. He felt it was similar. Anyway, all that being said, if you want to go see it in the movie theater, go see it, because it's an art film. Art films should be supported, you know. But if you miss it, you can catch it at home and, you know, really dig into this thing. All right, that's it. Peace and love. I'm gonna try to get a lot of these reviews up. I haven't done it in a while, but I love movies, and I love you for watching this. And come watch movies with me.
In the soul cleansing blood of the Lamb, are your garments spotless? Are they white as snow?
My hands shake as I write these lines.